Yo, I just wanted to send this quick video. Nate, this is for you, man. Nate just messaged, said, hey, I did the jump manual, 12 weeks. I didn't see a lot of gains. And so I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I did it. Is there something else I can do? I want to get to 40 inches. Well, ask some questions to Nate. Let me tell you what I asked him. I asked him what his height is, how much strength he's gained, what his current vertical is, and how he's been measuring his plyos. To which he said, measuring my plyos, what's that? So I got a few comments for you, Nate. And then it comes to find out, well, Nate has gained probably 5 to 6 inches. No more than 6 or 7. And just so you know, Nate is an experienced lifter from what it appears. And Nate, just so you know, man, to gain 5 or 6 inches on your vertical in 12 weeks, and those aren't beginner gains because you've been lifting and training for a long time, that's pretty damn good, man. And you keep that up for another 12 weeks, you're going to be at an elite level already because you're 6 foot tall. You're 6 foot tall, and you said you've been touching, when you started, you could touch 11 feet. Well, that's already nearly a 36-inch vertical. If your standing reach is around 8 feet, then touching 11 foot is about 36 inches. If it's less, then your vertical is more. So if you've gained 4 to 5 inches, you're probably almost at a 40-inch vertical, which would put you at an elite level already. At a very strong level of athleticism, which means these next inches don't come as easy, man. These last 5, in fact, a lot of people who get on the jump manual their first 12 weeks of training, we've seen people gain massive amounts. So obviously you're an experienced athlete. Let me just tell you a few things. One, we talked about your strength training, how you wanted to focus on explosiveness, so you did less weight. You said you could do more than 8 reps. Well, even though you focus on explosiveness, we do that with a heavier weight. So you can focus on explosiveness is an intention, it's not a velocity. So it doesn't mean you have to move the bar faster. It means your intention to move the bar should be at maximum effort for every single rep. It doesn't mean you need to lighten the load so you move faster. It means that your intensity level needs to be at maximum every single rep. And if you can't make it through that set, then you stop and restart, and you don't lower the weight necessarily. So you need those 12 weeks, you need to be making strength gains. Absolutely, you need to, and you need to be measuring those. And you need to be using a weight that you can't do more than 8 times. If you can do that weight more than 8 times, you're probably using something that's not going to stress your muscular system enough. And the intensity level of driving through that weight is very important. So I'll tell you that. This is to Nate Scrobot. Cool last name. I couldn't tag you on this, but check it out. I'll hit you up. And the second thing is measuring your plyos. You said, what do you mean measuring your plyos? Let me just tell you, if you're not measuring your plyos, you might as well not do them. You could do them, but it's like doing reps with weight when you don't know what the weight is. Measuring plyos is the equivalent of knowing how much intensity, how much weight you're working with. You need to know what box height you're jumping off and how high you're touching each time. That's how you retrain your central nervous system. With a heavy weight, you retrain your strength. You increase your strength. With plyos, you increase your central nervous system drive. And in order to do that, you need to work at maximal peaks of central nervous system activity. And the only way to know that is to measure each rep. Touch something, measure it. Measure what box height. We talk about this in the jump manual as well. Got to be done. If it's not being done, I usually don't tell people to expect results. And in fact, that you got 5 or 6 inches out of the program so far, it's fantastic. So moving forward, man, you say you don't jump well with the ball. As soon as you get the ball in your hand, you don't jump as well. You should be dunking well. You probably jump less with the ball. It's going to take repetition. It's going to take jumping with the ball is an art. A lot of people, you put a ball in their hand. There's things you could do. In another video, we can cover things to do to jump better with the ball in your hand. But some people, you put a ball in their hand, all of a sudden they can't jump. So they always dunk off lobs, always things like that. Well, you got to learn how to place the ball, how to gather momentum, how to use your shoulders and your arm swing with the ball. You got to learn those things, and you only do it through practice. Switching off between using a med ball and not using a med ball is a great way to get your body used to it. Next, You got to be measuring your plyos like we talked about. You got to be driving through your explosive in the heavier weights that we do, in the heavier tension that we do. And you, brother, you need to get on the masterclass stuff. If you want to take it really to the next level and get deeper into a 40-inch vertical, you're about to touch upon it if all your stats are correct, which is fantastic. You had a great 12 weeks. To be in your 30s already, and gain 5 to 6 inches in 12 weeks is fantastic, bro. It really is. You keep that up over a year, I mean, it gets crazy from there on. But it's going to get harder. And you do that with the masterclass, training faster than gravity, doing things like that. So, if you haven't grabbed the workbook yet, you can get it at jumpworkbook.com. First place to start is there. If you have questions from this, let me know. Nate, this is for you, bro. Thanks for your questions. Thanks for working hard. Tell people about what you've already done, even though you're discouraged with your progress. Just know, man, you're making progress, solid progress, and solid progress over time, even though it seems like time, but a year or two of solid progress like that, and to even say you're touching upon elite level athleticism, congrats, bro. Keep it up. Keep coming at us with what you're doing. Stay consistent. You're motivated, so that you use that intensity levels properly to do it smart and consistent. You're gonna get there, bro. Peace.